If you go to a grocery store and all their meat is constantly rancid, would you continue to shop there? If you go to a restaurant and they always serve undercooked food, would you continue to eat there? And if you had a lawn care individual or a lawn care company that always did a half baked job of tending to your grass and your shrubbery, would you continue to hire and pay them? The answer, obviously, to all of those questions is
Nope.
No way.
so why is it that my fellow gamers continue to buy games from a company that you know is trash? I don't get it, and I need y'all to help me out. So pull up a chair, have a seat, and let's converse. Let's talk about the company the gamers love to hate, Bethesda. Bethesda has been the company behind such great games as Fallout.
We interrupt our program to bring you this important message.
Hi everyone. Real quick, this is future me talking. When I was editing this video, I found that during this particular recording that the camera glitched out pretty damn bad. So from this moment forward, I'm going to replace my image with that of my personal logo, the red panda, and enjoy.
And now back to your regularly scheduled program.
Elder Scrolls, Dishonored, Doom, they have been the company that has developed a lot of hits. Sadly, there are also the developers that are behind a lot of misses, controversy, and straight up bull. Now, with that being said, you would think that people would leave this company alone. There is no way, after a string of more misses than hits, that people would continue to buy from this company.
But it makes sense to me.
Well, that would mean people would have to have a bit more common sense. And as I can tell you, that's a lot less common these days.
That's so true.
And for context, let's go into this so I can get to more of a point here. Here you see where it says Bethesda has a long, complicated history marked with critical technical achievements in open world gaming alongside consistent, remember that word, consistent controversies regarding broken launches, aggressive monetization, legal disputes, and evolving design philosophies that have alienated some fans. So the buggy launches, the Bethesda bug reputation. Bethesda games are famously released in a buggy state.
What?
Often requiring community-made patches to fix, a trend that spans from Daggerfall to Fallout 76 and Starfield. And that's where we really want to focus on these two things. The Starfield update that released a few weeks ago, people have went out of their way to bitch, whine, and moan about it. It is a legitimate concern from what I've seen. It's not a game that I play, so I don't know. Most of the games that Bethesda makes are games that I don't play, with the exception of Doom. And for side notes, Doom wasn't always theirs.
And that's a fact.
So I don't deal with them. And the reason why is because when I would look up reviews for a game, a Bethesda game, I often found a litany of issues. Hence the term that you saw a moment ago with the headline, The Bethesda Bug. It is no longer even a secret. They don't even try to hide it. And what upsets me the most is not the fact that they keep doing it. A company's only going to do what the public allows it to get away with. which brings me to the real issue here. Gamers, why do y'all keep buying Bethesda games?
Good question.
And Bethesda isn't the only company that does this. They are just the most popular. Why do y'all keep buying games from companies that are like this? Why do y'all keep buying games from companies that release games in a technical, buggy, unfinished state?
Well, we're waiting.
And then you run to your streaming services, you run to your YouTubes, you run to your wherever, and you whine and bitch about it. And in that bitching, I always hear, Bethesda always does this. Bethesda always does this. Remember those common sense questions I asked in the beginning? If you know you're dealing with a company that serves you BS, why do you keep dealing with that company?
No. He's got a point.
I don't get it. I'm a gamer, and maybe I'm a gamer with sense. I only run with companies that have a consistently good track record, and that caveat is you have to maintain that record. I don't mean you released good games 10 years ago, so that means you still release good games now. No. If you show me that recently your good track record has become bad, I stop dealing with you. So gamers, my point is, y'all are the problem. If you want game companies, if you want game developers to do better, then you must make them do better. You can literally look around and tell that they aren't the only game in town. Most of the most talked about and biggest games that have been released over the last 6 to 8 years have been by unknown independent developers. Indie games.
I mean, that's true.
There are more indie games on Steam, which is a game purchasing website, than anything else.
True.
What I don't understand is, why do you people know that these major companies release bullshit games and you still rush out to buy them day one?
Don't worry, I'll wait.
When you know that, okay, they'll release a day one patch. No, not every game company does that. Hollow Knight didn't do that. Its sequel Silksong didn't do that. Baldur's Gate 3 did not do that. There are companies that have released games that they're perfectly ready to roll from day one.
Yep.
Day one. But the reason the big developers won't do that is because they prey on your addictive nature. They prey on the fact that you just can't help yourself but to buy games from this big company or that big company, that you're going to do it regardless of the history of horse shit that they have pushed out beforehand.
That's a sad commentary in and of itself.
People don't get better unless you make them. Now, you'll have some black pill people out there that will believe, oh, you can't change anything. You can't change anything. And other people will believe it. Oh, well, if I don't buy the game, it's not like they're going to stop. I want you to take that mindset and spread it across every person that buys a game.
Please, go on.
Take that mindset of everybody that's unhappy about buying a game, but they believe that it's not going to change because their $40 won't make a difference. Think about it this way. A game that just released recently called, I think it's Pragmata, just sold 1 million copies. Let's take Bethesda's Starfield. Let's say you have 1 million people that finally stand up and say, I'm not going to buy it. 1 million times the average game costs, let's say, $50. I'm being lenient here. Let's say $50. That's $50 million not going into their pockets. Do you think that they're not going to notice $50 million less in sales and not go, whoa, wait a minute, we might want to change some shit? But they prey on the fact, they gamble on the fact, they know that the most of you just won't have the balls to tell them,
Eat shit, fuck you.
I'm not buying your crap anymore. You want me to buy it? Be better. So gamers, you are the problem. If you bitch about Bethesda, but still buy Bethesda games, from me to you.
Shut the fuck up. Shut all the way the fuck up until you reach the top of shut fuck mountain where there are no more fuck-ups to shut.
Don't bitch about something that you actually have control over. Don't bitch about something that you can actually do something about. If you know they make crap games, stop buying their crap games. Because other than that, it seems like you enjoyed the mistreatment. If you don't like it and you have a choice not to deal with it, then simply don't.
It's just that plain and fucking simple.
It's not complicated, people. If they don't meet your needs, take your money, your time, and your loyalty to a place that does. Well, thanks for sitting down and having a little chit chat with me. As always, leave your 2 cents by dropping a comment down below and let me know, do you like abuse? Are you some kind of masochist? Or are you not going to wake up and recognize that you hold the powers, not the developers? If you like this conversation, hit the like button. If you really like it, hit that subscribe button, click that notification bell, and you won't miss out on the next talk. Until then, keep the conversation going, and I'll see you.